What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the FM21 beta with me, FoggyPlays. With Atalanta, we're doing very well at the moment. So, since you were here last, in the defeat to Borussia Dortmund and the victory over Hellas Verona, we went and played Entella, beat them 5-1 with a somewhat rotated team. Then we played Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League again, this time at home, 3-0. It was... Mikkelsen scored an absolute beauty of a goal, and Goossens scored an absolute screamer. Our wingbacks are exceptional. Wingbacks are the new strikers. If you have a really good striker who can play at wingback, or you can retrain him to be a wingback, I think this is the year that it's going to be amazing for them. Then we went and played Empoli, beat them 3-1. Fairly easy. Marcus Leandro with 2 and Lammers also scoring. Again, delightful. There was the game against Entella. Zapata scored 4 goals, but he's picked up an injury since, so he will not be available. And then we played Bologna in the last game. Satulo and Ilic both scoring. What more could you ask for? So now we're taking on Dinamo Kiev in our Champions League group, and Sassuolo in the league. Sassuolo having a very poor season. Champions League wise, we are currently sitting top of our group. Salzburg, Borussia Dortmund on 6 points, and Dinamo Kiev on 3. Dinamo Kiev in the last game did beat Salzburg, which, you know, just throws a cat amongst more pigeons. More cats amongst more pigeons with the fact that they've done that. And we are dominating the league. Yeah, we are. Yeah. We're 2 points ahead of Juventus, and Lazio are a further 4 points behind, but they have 2 games in hand. So could be something interesting there. Zapata, 12 goals so far this season. I think he's played 12 games. No, he's played 14 and scored 14 all season. He's been in pretty decent form, has to be said. So this is how we're lining up for the game against Dinamo Kiev. I almost said Zagreb. Levakovic is starting in goal. Toloi, Papetti and Satulo as our centre-back trio. Mikkelsen and Goossens as our wing-backs. Di Ketelere and Malinovsky as our central midfield. Gomez behind Marcus Leonardo and Lammers. Couple of players that you will notice are missing. Sturgu is on a holiday because he is dying very, very quickly. Sabozlai is on a holiday as well because the two of them were shot. I rested them for a week and they came back and they were like, boss, please give us another week off. And I was like, okay, fine. And Zapata is still out for another 11 days with his injury. This should be a formality. I don't think there's going to be an awful lot that Dinamo Kiev are going to be able to offer against us that'll stop us from winning. You know, it's Shakhanov is a good player, but I can't imagine they're going to do anything to us. So I'm going to put my fists and say we only need a point here to qualify for the next round. It's fair enough. I suppose, yeah, because Salzburg and Dinamo Kiev can both win their game. I have no problem. Malinovsky is going playing against a club from the country in which he is... I bit my lip. From a country from which he is born. Papetti has been fantastic. Papetti has... I know last season was like Papetti's coming of age, where he stepped up and really did the business. This year could be the year where he becomes a standout, worldly of a player. So, 15 minutes in, nothing much going on. We've thrown a bit of encouragement at the players. Seem to have fired most people up. Toloi, for some reason, is apprehensive, along with Lammers. Not really sure why they're apprehensive. Ketelere is apprehensive as well. I'm not sure what's going on. Why are my players apprehensive? I'm going to fire them up. Okay. Sometimes firing players up does not work. Okay, first half, literally no highlights. What? I'm going to thrash my arms. I'm far from pleased. That was terrible. Yeah, it's only Levakovic who's not had anything to do, and Lammers who aren't having great games. Playing Lammers on the side he prefers to play on, in the position he wants to play in, and he's not really playing that well. Marcus Leandro, kind of surprised he's been quiet as well. Somehow we haven't scored. Okay, Petty was offside. Their keeper came out, completely missed the ball, and we ended up doing nothing with it. What? What is going on? Right, we're going to go very attacking, and I'm going to demand more. I know we have a highlight, but I'm going to make a change because our players are tired. So the Ketlere is going to move to left wing back. I'm going to bring on Paslic to play as the Mazzella, move Malinovsky into the box to box. Papetti is having a poor game, so I'm going to bring Palomino on, but move Satulo into the centre. Is there anything else I want to do? Not really. Leave it at that for now. See what we can do from here. Borussia Dortmund are beating Salzburg 2-0. Die Ketlere. Goossens puts Leandro in. Leandro boshes it into the back of the net. This is definitely Marcus Leandro's opportunity to prove that he should be playing more with Zapata being out. Because Illich and Gomez are more kind of my attacking midfield options now. So I'm kind of putting those two as attacking midfielders, and then I have kind of the three main strikers, and Marcus Leandro's in for a second. Die Ketlere, move him onto the left wing back. Never in doubt, lads. It was never in doubt. Then again, we did go very attacking. That makes a huge difference this year. For some reason, very attacking is the way to go. Throw the lads a bit of praise. 2-0 up. They're in love with it. Players are tired. Do we take off Gomez or Malinovsky? Lammers is playing a 6.5. What we'll do so is we'll take Lammers off, bring on Illich, and just make him a deep lying forward up front. Because Gomez is having a very good game, and Illich can just run around for a little bit. Malinovsky is just going to have to take a little bit of a breather in between. I'm going to rest the players anyway because we have a game against Sassuolo in like 3 days or something. Marcus Leandro did nothing. Well, nothing happened in the first half. We had an XG of 1.57 to their 0.29. Yeah, well done, boys. It was a good win. Well done. I think that guarantees Dynamo Kiev can't qualify for the next round. Never had any worries. Never did. Open arms, fully support it. I should have just waited for the thing to pop. Okay, so yeah, it's confirmed at ourselves and Borussia Dortmund are through to the next round. It's just a case of whether we're going to be top or Borussia Dortmund are going to be top. Salzburg and Dynamo Kiev. Why do I keep going to go say Dynamo? I keep going to say Dynamo something. Dynamo Kiev and Salzburg are going to duke it out for third in the group. We've qualified for the first knockout round, which to be expected. Papetti is dying as well, which is just delightful. My players are all very tired this year. I'm not sure why, because I've been resting them constantly. Marcus Leandro is being looked at to get an appearance for the first team in Brazil, which would be nice. And Tloy could make his international debut as well. That would be an interesting one. Right, we will be back in just a second for the game against Sassuolo. As I said, 3 days time. So we're going to rest all the players for that, and I'll see you in a hot second. A hot minute. Minute of hotness. So back for the game against Sassuolo, and this is how we're lining up. I have considered putting Torradi in because he is ex-Sassuolo, but I've decided Lavakovic. Torradi. Welcome to your debut. Why not? Because I gave Papetti a week off. Satula moves into the central of the three defenders. Palomino moves onto the left, or comes in on the left. Cruz is going to start as our right wing back, and I think that's all the changes. I don't think we have anything else different, so that's how we're going to start. We're going to go into the game against Sassuolo, and we're going to see how we get on. Torradi, firmly believe that he's going to do well today. I can only hope. Manuel Locatelli, good player. Juricic, again, good player. Hamid Junior Traore. Sassuolo have a decent front line. Don't know why they're struggling so much. Probably going to find out today. When they smash us, because that's kind of what happens. I want you to pick up where you left off last time. Several of your players talked about winning squad. morale could plummet. No concerns. Suppose that I tipped for under 21 footballer of the year. Yeah, he's on to get the Golden Boy Award, which would be fantastic. Runs like these need a big effort to catch them. No. Juventus are playing Lazio again. They played them they played them last week. They're not a major threat. It's fine. Torati making his debut. I am not worried. Not worried one bit. I am making the calls. So if I was worried, then I shouldn't have made the call. But I firmly believe that Torati can do the business. And finally some shots have been had. We have a 0.19 after 16 minutes. How about we just do a little more there, lads? You know? Do something? Is it just going to be the same? Okay, no. We've actually got a highlight in the first half this time. Goosens with the throw didn't really find anybody. Well, found a Sassuolo defender. Malinovsky doesn't get there. But Sassuolo have absolutely punted Torati. What are you doing? That's fine. Torati did what was needed. Got the ball out. And no doubt about it. Torati knew exactly what he was doing. Gomez to Goosens. Heads it on for Malinovsky. Puts it through for Lammers. What's Lammers going to do? Shoots straight at their keeper. Torati is it's given me a couple of squeaky bum moments, but it's been fine. Marcus Leandro dinks it across. Penalty? Definite penalty. Is the defender getting sent off? That pushed him. Was it a push? Okay, it's given. I don't know, was it a push or a handball or what, but Malinovsky steps up and Malinovsky buries it. 35 minutes in. We are 1-up against Sassuolo and Malinovsky's third of the season. It's no point in watching the highlight again. I'd like if they showed us the free kick, or the reason we were given the penalty, because that would make just a smidgen of a difference. Then be able to get a top-down view of what happened. Interesting by Goosens, loses the ball and then instead of going towards it, runs away from it. And then still doesn't get back to his position in time to stop the Sassuolo player from getting the ball. Interesting tactics there, Goosens. Interesting tactics. Our XG at halftime, 1.43 to their 0.35. I'm going to thrash my arms. I'm not happy. Marcus Leandro, not having the best of games. Torati, playing decently. Pretty much all you could expect from a guy making his debut, you know? Just, I'm happy that he hasn't done anything too stupid so far. Oh, De Ketelaere steals the ball. Interesting that he went to pass it through and nobody got there. And Lammers, bottom goal. What was that? His legs went over, but his body stayed where it was. Interesting. That was a very interesting attempt at a pass. And Lammers, instead of trying to dink the keeper, actually placed it, which is Lammers is very much a player who enjoys dinking. Malinovsky with the corner. Marcus Leandro gets there, but it doesn't get towards goal. Palomino, the old man centre back. Felipe Cruz, who actually forgot was playing. And the ball was just ever so slightly overhit. I'm going to drop a little bit of praise because I don't think they're going to score here. Marcus Leandro gets it to Gomez. Lammers sliced that one ever so slightly. Just wasn't perfect. But I'll accept it. It's fine. Malinovsky is dying, so we're going to bring on Dahoud, because Dahoud doesn't get too many appearances since he's arrived. He's not played that much. So Ilic is going to come on for Gomez, just because Gomez is not having the best of games. And it's telling me to take the Ketelaere off, but I'm not sure I want to just yet. Ilic, Palomino hits just wide. He hasn't endeared himself to me this year. He was definitely a player I looked at playing a lot last year, or in last season. Just not really not really tickled my fancy so far this year. I think we're going to bring on Talis Magno for Marcus Leandro, but swap him to a deep lying forward because that's what I've been. Well, I can do complete forward. Be a complete forward, Talis. Show me what you can do. You haven't played a game in quite a while. He's played a lot of games for our under 20s, I think. Jurcic. Oh, Sassuolo. Very unlucky not to score there. Toloy gets it forward to Lammers. Tries to put Talis Magno through. Talis Magno scores a lot of goals for the under 20s. Not really. I do believe that was a bad decision signing Talis Magno. We paid a lot of money for him, and he's not really done an awful lot. Felipe Cruz boots it clear. Talis Magno tries to get past his defender, but gets dispossessed, and this should be the last of the game. Felipe Cruz, not sure where that throw was going, but does not matter. We have won 2-0 against Sassuolo. Not our most convincing win this year, but we gave a debut to a goalkeeper, and he didn't concede. So, good win, boys. Well done. Get in there. Happy days. So that puts us 5 points clear. Juventus still have a game in hand. Lazio, for some reason, Lazio have 3 games in hand. I'm not sure why. Why have Lazio played 9 games? What's going on? Sampdoria have only played 9 games. So what's going on? Marcus Leandro. Trained very well, buddy. Well done. Done all the business. Torretti made his debut against his old club, which is the only reason I started him, to be fair. Toloy, he's been chased by AC Milan for quite a while. Sevilla are interested in him now as well. Be interesting to see how much they offer, because I did get an offer of 23 million in the summer from him. I did accept it, and he decided not to go. So they have to hit roughly that 23 million before you leave. Next episode will be Salzburg and Torino. Yeah, we'll do Salzburg Torino in the next episode. Just to kind of progress a little bit, because the full game is releasing in the not too distant future, and we do play Juventus in the Super Cup final in January. But we are coming up very quickly on January, so leave a comment down below. Is there anyone you think we should be looking to sign? Any particular positions we need to focus on? Because I don't know. I don't think there's nobody we really need to bring in. But if there's anyone that you can think of, because we do have a lot of money to spend, do we? We have 4 million. Okay. We don't have a lot of money to spend, but we're probably going to get a tasty little bit of extra budget but just before January. So leave a comment down below. Who do you think we should bring in and why? And if you give me a good enough reason, I'll bring them in, just purely because people want me to bring them in. So if you have enjoyed, do make sure to leave a like. It does make a huge difference to the channel, and subscribe, because that way then you get to see all the videos when they come up. And I would really like to get more subscribers, because I'm really enjoying the old YouTube thing. Thank you very much for watching, fellas. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!